I'm just going to wait for Surabhi. She is part of... Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm nice. How about you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm in Bombay. I got back to Bombay yesterday, and it's nice to see the lockdown easing a little bit. So can you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself?
Yes. So my name is Surabhi Bhojania. I handle the marketing. I'm the marketing manager for Saroj Fabrics, wherein I handle the online stores, sarojfabrics.com, as well as the e-commerce section, digital marketing for Saroj Fabrics. So Saroj Fabrics is basically a top-notch fashion fabrics retail stores. Our stores are located in Mumbai at Khar and Borivali, and one is in Pune, and another is in Jaipur.
Oh, beautiful.
So we are lucky enough. Yes. Yeah. So we also have an online store wherein we are doing all over the world shipping.
Oh,
so perfect. We are lucky enough in Jaipur. We have opened our store. So a set of our team has already started working there.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. So what brought you to the world of fabrics, and do you find it fascinating?
Absolutely. So we have been in this industry for the last 40 years. So it's like a heritage, it's a legacy now. So there has been fashion designers who has started their careers with Saroj Fabrics. So like it's Manish Malhotra or Neeta Lula. So at the start of their career, they started their career with us. So they used to buy fabrics that time, and they're also buying fabrics till today.
Oh, that's brilliant. So how did you enter this space? Are you part of the family, or?
Yes, I'm part of the family. You're right.
Okay, so you grew up.
So I have been born and brought up.
Yeah.
Yes, I have been born and brought up with this idea of fabrics.
Great. So I just wanted to tell the Mills community today, if you have any questions about fabrics, what should you choose, what's good, what's bad, what's beautiful, what's ugly, what's in vogue, what's out of vogue, please ask. We're here for you. Surabhi is, got a bit distracted. It was a bit...
Okay. Yes, I will vary with the questions. Definitely.
Can you hear me? Can you see?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's ask a lot of questions. I actually brought out this top to wear today because we're talking about fabrics. I bought it in China, and it's silk, but it's so soft. So let me ask you the first question. There in silk, it can be soft, it can be stiff, it can be rough. What is silk actually soft? How is silk made? What's happening? I find that silk is one of the most curious things, and I can never wrap my head around it.
So yeah, silk is a broad term today, and there are various. So basically, pure silk, I would like to say that silk is basically a fiber. Okay, so that fiber silk is, when it's used in the weaving of the fabric, is called as a silk fabric. Okay, now the different types of silk. Okay, there is raw silk, there is pure silk, there is chiffon silk, there is modal silk, there is mushroom silk. So these are different varieties of silk. So when you talk about the texture, so every fabric, silk fabric, has its own texture and feeling. So if I say one example, like a satin fabric, okay, so satin silk fabric means pure satin silk. Silk is a term used for pure. So now fabrics can be pure also and artificial also. Same satin fabric can come in pure form and in artificial form.
So can you tell us the difference?
Yeah. So when you say artificial, it is made up of man-made fibers, which is maybe rayon, viscose, polyester, like that. So a satin can be a pure satin fabric, a satin can be a viscose satin fabric, or it can be polyester satin fabric.
Okay. So this variation of fabrics, is it common? Do you feel that Indians know a lot about fabric compared to Westerners?
Yes, so everybody in India, in fact, in this fabric industry, the designers industry, they very well know the pure silk fabrics, and they also know the artificial silk fabrics. The reason behind being the price difference. So when you have a pure silk fabric, the prices are little higher, and if it is a artificial fabric, the prices are lower.
So what's the difference? Like, why should I pay more for pure silk? Like, for natural versus artificial?
So it is, one can be a price constraint. So you have a limited budget in which you want to play the fabric with. So there are different markets. So people go for higher silk if they can afford that much.
And why should I pay more, right? Like, is there a reason? Is there breathability? Like, what is the reason?
Yeah, the pure fabrics are more recommended than the artificial fabrics, definitely, because they're pure fiber. As I said, it's made of pure silk, and that is why it's readily more used.
Okay. So moving on, do we have, like, I've always wondered, guys, if you have any questions about fabrics, please do ask. My dog's doing a little bit of a around the room merry-go-round activity. So tell me, sometimes I walk into fabric stores and I realize, you sell fabrics in a certain width. Why is that? Like, the width is always fixed for different fabrics, different width.
Yeah, so we have a very popular width fabrics of 44 inches fabrics, and there are 54 inches fabrics. So 44 inches fabrics, we call it panna. Kitne panne ka fabric hai. This is how the language used is. So with the bigger width are usually used, and it's easier for the designers to use because there is no cut and joints which come in the fabric when they're cutting the fabric. So, and suppose, the client they're making a sari, okay, and the length and the height of the client is longer from the waist till the toes. Yeah. So they take a bigger width fabric. Otherwise, it is 44 inches, which is most widely used.
Okay, great. So we've got a few questions. Pinky is asking, how do we differentiate between natural fabric and synthetic fabric?
It's you have to visit a fabric store for that. When you touch a fabric, it will talk with you, right? So when you touch a fabric, the fabric will start speaking with you. So it is basically an experience, we would say, which comes with experience touching of the fabric, and it's an experience of touching of the fabric which you understand over time. If it's a pure fabric or polyester.
Is it true that with pure fabrics you can breathe more? Like, it's more breathable?
Yes, it's more recommended, more breathable, yes.
Okay. Then Divzi has asked, what's the softest fabric for top and kurti?
Okay. I would say cotton fabric, muslin cotton, malmal cotton right now, especially in the summer season, are the most breathable fabric you can have. And there is also linen fabric, which is very breathable and good for summers. So malmal, muslin, linen, there is soft denim, which is very good right now to use.
So is there anything that is also breathable and natural and doesn't crease? Is that asking too much from a fabric?
No, there are fabrics which are not, crease-free fabrics. They're mostly stretchable lycra fabrics, which are like
so not natural then.
Yes, it's not more natural then. Yes,
sure. Because I know that a lot of men out there, especially with their business shirts, they want crease-free, but they also want breathable. So what's the kind of fabric you can recommend for the men in our community?
For the men's, basically, you can go for, again, rayon, and a lot of printed, bold prints you can take, geometric prints you can take for men's, as well as for men's ethnic wear especially, you can go for more stiffer fabrics. So stiffer fabrics, how do you do is, you lift a fabric with a pinch and you see the flow of the fabric. If the flow of the fabric is narrow, it is a flowy fabric. If it is a flow of the fabric is broader, then it is a more stiffer fabric. So for menswear, you usually go for a more thicker fabric, more not flowy fabric.
Okay.
So like raw silk is there, it's Gupion silk is there, for example. So these fabrics are very common. Jacquard fabric, velvet fabric, they're very well used for men's sherwani especially.
Yeah. Do you feel that a lot of people are trying to find good tailors? Like they can find a fabric, but a lot of times people are struggling to find tailors nowadays. A lot of master tailors today have either left and gone back north, during this time, or just generally younger men are not, or women are not joining the tailoring trade. So once we get a great fabric from you guys, where do we go for tailors? Is there a place that's online?
So basically, Saroj Fabrics is connected with lots of many designers, and they're also connected with many tailors. So people who they want to get it stitched, they usually come to us and ask, okay, now I want to, can I have a designer who can stitch a dress with us, for us? Can we have a tailor who can do the fittings for us? So we give them recommendations, and they definitely go to those designers and the tailors because it's recommended by us.
Yeah.
So all the designers can definitely, if they want to be contacted, they tell us, if there's somebody, please tell us, please give us clients. So we send many clients to designers, we send many clients to tailors, day in and day out.
That's great. It's great to know. Because I have a lot of fabrics sitting at home, and I'm always wondering where to go. And one more thing, when you said fabric for saris, do people actually come in and buy fabric and turn that into saris instead of buying them, off the shelf as saris?
Yes, definitely. So there are various fabrics that are used for saris that are like, people take 5.5 meters of the fabrics for the saris, and usually 1 meter for the blouse, like that. Okay. So if you talk about sari, let's say organza fabric. So organza fabric is a very famous fabric again for making a sari. You get it in plain solid colors, you get it printed as well as in embroidery form. So especially taking a satin fabric blouse and an organza fabric for sari becomes a great combination. So second fabric is, let's say it is a satin georgette fabric, especially fabric with 4D colors. That is 4 colors are dyed together to make a nice shade and ochre. So that fabric again is very famous fabric. And even if my viscose georgette is also again coming up with all the colors, 4 colors dyeing, even that is a very nice fabric to be used for sari.
There's a little bit of connectivity issues on your end, I am feeling. Is the community, viewers, are you able to see both of our screens easily? Max 300N, you just asked a question. So you'll get to answer if you let me know whether we're both visible and audible.
I can see you very clearly. I don't know whether you can see me.
Now I can hear you fine, yeah.
Okay.
So Mac will, Saroj Fabrics also has 2 stores in Mumbai. So they're probably linked up with tailors in Mumbai as well. That's your question. And I gave you an answer without you telling me whether you can see or hear us. So see, I'm being very kind today.
How sweet.
We're Parsis, and I've married into a Parsi family, and I know that a lot of us go out and buy lace fabrics for our saris, and do you feel that like your Pune store sells different fabrics than your stores here, than your stores in Jaipur? Do you see regional differences in regional differences in demand, basically?
In fact, you won't believe it. There's a regional difference within Bombay. Forget Bombay and Pune. So whatever... Absolutely. So we have a store in Khar and we have a store in Borivali. So even that, in Khar and Borivali also there's a taste. There's a difference in taste of people. So forget, being in Pune and Jaipur, there are different taste people have over there as well. So what we are doing over here is in Mumbai, we will get the latest fashion of fabrics, and the same fabrics we at the same time launch in the Pune store as well as in the Jaipur store. So Pune fashion industry and Jaipur fashion industry and around that area can definitely get benefited, as well as we bring those fabrics online on sarojfabrics.com for the beneficial of the whole country. That way.
Yeah. But you're saying there are regional taste differences and preferences. Is there is there a part that goes for silk more, a part that goes for cotton more, a part that who likes prints? I'm really keen to know who likes bold colors, who likes prints.
Okay, now on that I would say it's very seasonal, that way. So in summers, people would like to go more of prints, more of bold colors, more of summer happy colors. With your colors. So, in summers, they will be going for all those prints, and, during winters, they will be going for darker colors. So, there is with color taste, there's also a person
in Bombay,
should have...
where is there a winter? There's no
exactly.
winter in Bombay.
No winter in Bombay. But still people take winter fabrics. So during the winters, people go for winter fabrics. Absolutely. Velvets are very much popular during the winters, though it's a fabric which is used more in winters. And we have in Jaipur, it's too cold. In Pune, it's too cold. So people definitely go for winter fabrics there.
Yeah. Have you seen a lot of people looking at fabrics for Western clothes as well? Like I've seen a lot of people at the mills with some fantastic dresses. Some of them might be from stores, but I'm certain that some of their evening gowns and stuff are tailor-made. What sort of trends are you seeing in Western wear? What are people buying?
Yes. So I would like to say that pleated fabric, one of the pleated fabrics, I have something to show you as well in pleated.
Yes,
so this is a pleated fabric, okay? So I have made a dress for myself. It's a gown. This is basically a gown I made for myself from the pleated fabric. So this one fabric is very famous for right now. Then there is organza fabric, beautifully used to make gowns. Then there is georgette fabric, which I beautifully again made. This sequence fabric. So I have made this gown again, a dress, an evening dress with the sequence fabric. If you can see.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
So that's again a sequence fabric used for a gown. Then there is one more sequence fabric which can be used. See, these are the examples, just sequence again. So it is basically on the designer how they want to, what design they want to show and what fabric, how they want to show it. So every fabric nowadays are used for making the gowns. It be georgette, it be taffeta, net fabric, raw silk fabric. So all are used for gowns beautifully.
That's amazing. Do you see a lot of people coming in for Western wear more than before?
It's both actually. People also come for Western wear, they come for Indian wear, they also come for men's wear, and they also come for kids wear. So in men's
wear, that's very lovely.
Absolutely. They also come for various home styling, like cushions if they want to make, curtains, if they want to make some outfit for the god, so small things at home, like table linens they want to make, runners they want to make. So the fabrics is a very versatile topic and used in not only outfits but various other
So the home decoration industry is really hot, and we've seen that anytime the economy slows down, instead of people buying new homes or doing a complete makeover, they like to do the soft furnishings, right? Because you can give your whole home a different look just by adding a different cushion cover or reupholstering your furniture, putting new curtains in. So I feel that there's going to be quite a lot of uptake in demand for these things. Can you tell us what are the kind of colors and who creates these prints? Can you talk to us a little about that?
So at Saroj Fabrics, we have a specialized team working for customized prints. So we have various kinds of prints and various kinds of embroideries which are there, and we specially customize it according to the taste of the season. So yeah, this for the bed, for the linens, we spoke about home decor. Nowadays, people like to go for matchings. You know, they want matching cushions, they want matching table runners, so they will take one fabric and make all of it from that. You know. So they are, they will have a napkin of the same matching. They will have a table runner with the same matching. So these fabrics are people are going beyond their comfort level and making these items matching and happy-go-lucky types. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So we hire designers in my business, web designers and graphic designers. So do you hire fabric designers then, like they who make prints and things like that?
Yeah, so we have a team of people. There's a separate team who looks after into this. So we have various designers working and understanding the trend and understanding the color palette, the fashion.
Yeah.
So there's a whole process which goes into it, definitely.
Behind that, that's lovely.
Yes.
So someone has asked, Mac 300. Can you please suggest something for men's summer wear for kurtas?
Okay, yeah, definitely. So we can suggest one cotton fabric, especially with the ikat print, ikat hand woven.
Oh, I love ikat.
So it's made from the handloom fabric. So ikat fabric can be used beautifully to make a kurta, men's kurta I'm talking about. There's linen fabric, which is widely used to make kurtas. There is also linen satin fabric, which is a hybrid of linen and cotton. That is also Pathani, especially of linen cotton fabrics, comes beautifully there. Then also for a higher, for a formal wear, we can also go for having kurta made of Lucknowi embroidery on the fabric. So we have a ready Georgette fabric which has, yes, the Lucknowi chicken embroidery. So kind of embroidery, which is now available in many fabrics. So even that is one kurta fabric which is readily used. Now there is raw silk and dupion silk, which is also used for kurta fabric. But yeah, for summers I would recommend to go for cottons and to go for linens.
You know, when I was very young, my mother, we lived overseas and I visited India for the first time. My mother took me to Lucknow. And she said, you have to wear a chicken suit because we're going to some auntie's house for dinner. And I thought she was going to put me in a chicken suit where I looked like an actual chicken, like a hen. And I was so excited. I thought, oh my God, I'm dressing like a hen. This is going to be fantastic, like Halloween. And then I got put in an Indian outfit with like a little bit of what I agreed to. So I got really,
So Lucknowi chicken embroidery is a very amazing fabric, and it is used widely for men's wear as well as for women's wear. You know, the people dye those fabrics in different colors, especially the pastel colors look beautiful on Lucknowi fabric. So Saroj Fabrics, also does dyeing facility. So we dye the white embroidered Lucknowi chicken curry fabrics, and every color is so beautiful when they come from dyeing. It's like, you want to wear all those colors.
Yeah, true. One of our team members, Nisha, she has this beautiful sari that she's stolen from her mom. That's a Lucknowi chicken sari. She looks so stunning in it. A couple of things that I've got on my to ask list, and we only have 5 minutes left. So one of the questions we had before is, what is Khadi exactly? What do people mean when they say Khadi?
Khadi jute fabric. I think it is made of handloom fabric. It's kind of a Khadi fabric is a handloom fabric. Maybe that much knowledge I have about Khadi fabric.
No worries, no worries. And in terms of export, do you see a lot of a different type of fabric that people are ordering for Indian outfits for weddings overseas and weddings in India?
Yeah, definitely. So we have, since I told you that Saroj Fabrics have been a very veterinary, has a very legacy. So we have people coming from abroad, especially to buy. They come over and they buy their stock of fabrics and they go. And there are people from abroad who buy fabrics online. So we have, it again depends upon season to season, So they buy more of embroideries, which are very famous around there. So they mostly invest in the embroidered fabrics. And
Sure.
it can be any fabric. So that is embroidery which excites them. And so abroad it's more of embroidery.
More embroidery.
Yes.
Okay. And I don't know if we'll have a Dhoom Dharaka wedding season, but what do you think in case we're looking to make something new? Can you give us a few tips on some fabrics that we can look at?
Yeah, absolutely. So as I said, embroidered fabrics are the best fabrics to use for, and especially Saroj Fabrics has a very pre-embroidered fabric. So we have a Dupion silk fabric which is embroidered, Chanderi fabric embroidered, Georgette fabric which is embroidered, and they're easily and readily used to make lehengas.
Okay.
And so even the plain fabrics are used to make lehengas, as well as solid colors. Printed fabrics nowadays are used to make lehengas, as well as the embroidered fabrics are used to make lehengas. So it can be a raw silk, it can be a Dupion silk, it can be organza. Now the organzas are coming in beautiful plain embroidery and printed range.
Yeah.
Yes. So basically nowadays all the fabrics, you have mushroom silk, so dye silk. So all the fabrics right now are used beautifully to make lehengas. So if I would say if you have to select a good fabric, I would recommend you go to a fabric store and put those fabrics on top of you and see how good it's looking like a lehenga, how good it's looking like a dupatta, or how good it's looking like a
Sure. I think that's a good tip, right? Like sitting at home, it's difficult to know what fabrics look like. But now we are all, I don't know when we'll, can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Shreya, are you there? Can you hear me? Can you just let me know in the comments box if anyone's there?
Hello. Hi.
Okay. So
I can hear you
I
now,
think
yes.
people can hear. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, fantastic. Thanks, Majesta Blog. I was going to ask last question. Nowadays, I mean, there's this influencer called Masoom Miniwala, I think, and I have honestly bought, I think the last 3 weddings that I've been to, almost all my outfits have come from her blog, or I've discovered them on her blog. A lot of Shivan and Naresh and a lot of other designers. Are there people do you see, people coming to your store because they've seen an influencer or something on Instagram? How has Instagram impacted your business?
So Instagram, so I said the brand Saroj Fabrics has been it's a very old brand. So if you ask anybody in town, like especially in Bombay, about Saroj Fabrics, they have heard of it. Okay.
Sure.
So the people in connection, something, for example, if you know some brand, okay, and then you find the same brand on Instagram or on the social media, you will connect very easily.
But
So
do
that
people
is-
come in with a photograph on Instagram? Some influencers something and say, I want to make something like this. Can you help me?
Oh my God, there are so many. Day in and day out, we get so
Yeah.
many images of people. I want to make this outfit. Can you please suggest us fabrics? I want to make that outfit. Can you please suggest that fabric? If you see Saroj Fabrics page, so many people have actually tagged us who are our clients and are making outfits, day in, day out and tagging us, and we are re-tagging them and showing them on our page. And so there's a lot of communication we are doing with our clients, and we're really happy with the response we are getting in Instagram.
Yeah.
So we are very positive. In fact, we love people tagging us, and we re-tag them as well, and we post them. And in fact, there are many designers who have told us, that we have got really good business only because you tagged us. So
Sure.
there are designers who actually keep tagging, like, please post us, please post us.
Yeah. I mean, I
So they
have
keep-
Pinterest boards and Instagram saves full of outfits that I want to try. So I'm sure that once we're out of lockdown, a lot of people will be rushing.
In fact, there are people coming up with a picture, at the store. Okay, I want to make this outfit. Show me the fabric. It's all the time. Absolutely.
I would do that.
All the time.
I would do that. Totally.
So forget, the people who have accessible to Saroj Fabrics, they do it. They come to the store, or in fact, they will do it online, and then again they will come to the store. So there's a lot of. So we are helping them really a lot online, and it's happening at the store definitely. So one thing
That's
that people come to us back is basically the service what we offer them. So the quality what we give to them is it's definitely a very nice quality. The people trust our quality, and that is how I said in the start. The designers who have started their careers, like in Nitalula, Manish Manotra, they used to buy fabrics from us then, and they're still buying fabrics from us now. So we have evolved over time. So we have economies of scale. Since we have 4 stores, so we have economies of scale, and we can give the best price to the customers. And as I said, we can update and give the latest fabrics to the people. Since in Bombay we get the latest fashion, and we distribute those fashion in Pune and Jaipur as well. So and the experience what they get in the store, I'm sure I would really want you to go to Saroj Fabric store and tell me your experience.
Sure.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time, for telling us all about the wonderful world of fabrics. I'm sure as a young girl growing up in a family that is selling fabrics, it would have been like heaven to...
It's absolutely heaven.
Yeah.
I get made fabrics and dresses with the latest fabrics, and I'm like standing with the latest designs.
Yeah, that's amazing. That must have been super fun. Thank you so much for joining us, and we're so happy that you reached out to us as part of the Mills community. I
Thank
see
you so much.
listening to our sessions.
Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, we will see you at the Mills when we open
Thank
up.
you.
And
We're
you'll
too
see us at
happy to
Saroj
having us.
Fabrics.
Yes, yeah. Definitely, we would want all of you to come and experience our store or order online. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Over.
Yeah.
You too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.